A year when the sun refused to shine. A year when summer felt like winter, and the world was covered in a mysterious haze. Crops failed, famine spread, and millions of people struggled to survive. This is not a scene from a movie. It actually happened in the year 536 AD. Historians today call it the worst year to be alive. But what really happened in 536? Why did the sun disappear? And how did this single year of darkness change the course of human history? Thanks for joining us on Stay Curious YT. Let's begin. In the early 6th century, life was already hard. The Roman Empire in the west had fallen. Kingdoms fought for power. People lived close to the edge of survival. But at least the seasons were steady. Farmers could trust the sun to rise and the rains to come. The rhythm of nature was their guide. And then came a year when nature itself betrayed them. And it was the year 536 when strange reports began to arrive from all over the world. Across Europe, the Middle East, and even in China, people noticed something terrifying. The sun was no longer bright. For more than a year, the sky stayed covered in a thick haze. Days looked like twilight. The sun glowed pale, like the moon during an eclipse. The Byzantine historian Procopius wrote, "The sun gave forth its light without brightness like the moon." Imagine living in a world where noon felt like evening, where every day looked like a storm was coming. Would you not think the end of the world was near? But what was hidden behind all this destruction was something the people of that time could not understand. But today, scientists have uncovered the truth. Ice cores taken from Greenland and Antarctica show a massive volcanic eruption happened in 536. The eruption threw ash and sulfur high into the atmosphere. The particles spread across the world, blocking sunlight. And it was not just one eruption. Two more huge eruptions followed in 540 and 547. The planet was hit again and again. The 540s became a decade of darkness, cold, and hunger. One volcano can change a region, but 3 eruptions in less than 20 years changed the entire world. The dark skies and failed harvests weakened societies everywhere. And when people were at their weakest, something even deadlier appeared. In the year 541, the Justinian Plague struck the Eastern Roman Empire. It spread quickly, carried by rats and fleas. It killed tens of millions of people. Some historians believe it wiped out almost half of Europe's population. The empire never fully recovered. Trade collapsed, cities emptied, and the dream of rebuilding the Roman Empire faded away. So the question here is, how do we know all of this really happened? Scientists discovered that tree rings from Europe, North America, and Asia showed almost no growth during the years after 536. The trees, like the crops, had struggled in the cold. Layers of ice in Greenland and Antarctica still contain volcanic ash from that year. By studying its chemical makeup, scientists believe the eruption may have come from Iceland. History, archaeology, and science all tell the same story. The year 536 was not only dark for people, it was dark for the planet itself. The story of 536 AD teaches us many lessons. It shows us how fragile life on Earth has always been. A single volcano could throw human civilization into crisis. It reminds us how connected the world is. An eruption in one place caused famine thousands of kilometers away. Starvation in Europe, disease in Asia, linked by a cloud of ash. And it gives us a warning. If nature could do this once, it could happen again. Modern society depends on trade, technology, and global farming systems. What would happen if the sun dimmed for even 1 year today? The year 536 AD was truly the darkest year in human history. All of it started with a mysterious haze in the sky. So the next time you see the bright sun shining, remember that there was once a time when it did not. A time when people looked up at the sky and saw only darkness. A time when survival itself was uncertain. And now we must ask, could it happen again in our time? And if it did, would we be ready? The story of 536 is not only about the past. It is a warning about the future. Because history shows us that when the sun disappears, humanity is forced to face its greatest test. So now we turn the question to you. Do you believe our modern world could survive another year of darkness? Or would we, like the people of 536, find ourselves unprepared for nature's power? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Stay curious and stay thoughtful.